Hi guys, Ryan King, owner of CrossFit Aerial here in Duluth. I'm going to make a quick video on push-ups and air squats. For those of you that are currently in or are going to be beginning our aerial challenge on-ramp, this is going to be part of what you have to do at home every single day. So what I want to cover is how you can scale these in order to always hit the full range of motion. That is what is going to help us build the most strength in a relatively short amount of time. We're going to talk about push-ups first. I have a bench and a box out here to show you how to do push-ups in an elevated position. Something that you can use at home would be like the arm of a couch or your stairs or countertop, whatever it might be. Countertop is getting up relatively high, but if that's what it takes to get through the full range of motion, then that's what we want you to use. Now, first things first, arm placement. If I'm straight forward, right here, I'm trying to squeeze my armpit down, elbow pit's facing straight forward, and as I come down and back, my elbows are keeping up next to my rib cage. And when I drive back up, you'll feel most of the tension in your shoulder and in your tricep. So I'm going to show you on the bench first. What we want to think about is the edge of the bench is going to be right across my palm. I don't want my thumb underneath it because it's going to rotate my shoulder in the wrong direction. But if you do this on your stairs or the couch or whatever it might be, just cup your hands over it, make sure your elbow pits are facing straight forward. Next big thing to think about here is you don't want your hips to sag. All right, we're gonna hold a nice tight core, so squeeze like you're gonna take a punch. I honestly think about pulling my rib cage down to my hips. Boom. So I'm not breaking and bending at the hips, just holding a nice tight core. As I come down, my forearms pretty much stay in the same exact place, which means I kind of have to come over the top, all the way down and touch, and right back up. Okay, boom. Down and back up, but I'm keeping my arms in the entire time. If I go a little bit lower, you can also see it just keeping everything in. Again, we're trying to gradually work our way back down to doing push-ups on our feet. Right. Same thing, palms over the edge, down, touch, drive right back up. All right. If we're doing this on the ground and you're really, really close to doing push-ups on your toes but not quite there, obviously it'd be easy to scale, go down to the knees, I'll show you that, but you could also go down on your toes, put your knees down and drive back up. So, starting position, hips not sagging, try to pull your hips up here, down, elbows in, touch, I'm stuck here, put your knees down, drive back up. If you can't do that, just start on your knees. Okay? Whatever you guys have to do to hit full range of motion, which possibly means elevating your body. Work on that. I promise it will pay off in the long run. Next, we're going to talk about air squats. These generally, people's legs are a little bit stronger. These generally are a little bit easier. So, some of the basics. Feet shoulder width apart. You also want your feet relatively parallel. All right? You see a lot of times people end up with their toes turned out wide. We don't want you there just yet. So turn your feet so that they're parallel, and we're going to use that to our advantage, and I'll explain that, pardon me, in a second. We're also holding a nice tight core here, except now we're thinking about flexing not only our stomach, but also our back. Don't worry too much about that one if you don't know how to flex your back. Just hold a nice tight core. First movement is always going to be push your hips back, push the weight into our heels. This is going to keep our back nice and flat, keep the weight distributed where we would like it, which is again in our heels, and allows us to drop down without our knees coming forward, which is going to be very, very hard on the front of the knees and your patellar tendon. I think if you ever walk upstairs and your knees kind of hurt, it's aggravating the same thing. So, I'm going to drop our butt back, we're going to start to go down. I'm keeping my knees out, and twist and wind up through my hips. This is where you do not want your feet to turn out. Okay, keep your feet parallel, but twist your knees out. Hands come up to keep my chest tall, and we're dropping down below parallel. Our below parallel means this hip crease right here drops below the top of our knee, and stand back up. If you cannot get all the way down there, that's just fine. Go as low as you can. If your range of motion stops you here, that's all right, stand back up. But what we don't want to see is heels off the ground in order to get down all the way and keep our chest up. We would rather heels down by pushing the butt back, which might mean you might mean that you lean over a little bit farther. Just keep those knees twisted out and those hands up tall and stay up as straight as possible. All right? Having the heels come off the ground again is going to aggravate that knee. We would rather you be leaning a little bit farther forward right now. And as your strength and mobility comes, you'll eventually be able to stand up nice and tall, keep the knees out and the heels down at the same time. So, quick review, shoulder width apart, feet parallel, tight core, butt back, heels down, knees out, chest up. Boom. And you don't have to go super slow with these. Just go down, back up, going as low as you can go. Okay? That's all we have for today. Hopefully that helps with some of the minor details. You can watch this video over and over again, but just keep with your at-home challenge, doing the different numbers every single day, and I promise at the end of the 6 weeks, this will greatly improve your performance. For those of you that are watching this that are not part of our aerial challenge, try to do some of these every single day. And every day, just try to do one more than you did the day before. However you have to scale it, that's fine, but start there. Just start doing something. And again, give us a call and we can help you figure out how to do this and go over a whole bunch of other lifestyle and functional fitness type movements. So look forward to seeing you guys soon. Take care, have a great day.